Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to yet another Crystal playthrough catch 'em all video stream. We are working on completing our Pokédex. As you guys could see, we are a little bit over halfway. I believe we have a lot of the Pokemons that are ready to go. We just need to now work on some of the evolutions, some of the training that I have to do, maybe start doing some breeding as well. So let's get to it. All right. So the last thing we did was catch a Pineco. So we're gonna go ahead now and maybe start looking at those breeding opportunities and maybe start looking at some Pokemon that might be easier to get, so we could get our count up. What that means is we've got to fly to Goldenrod, and we could go and deposit our starters. Maybe except Crobat because he's got fly. I don't know where I'm depositing. Change box. Yeah, I should have put him on 7, but I guess not. Actually, withdraw. Let me get my. Yeah. I'm not happy with this whole Pokemon management system. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Change box. So we're gonna change to number 7 because I think I have 2 Pokemon that are part of the party there. So now I could deposit. There we go. We'll do this a little more organized, guys. I feel. I need a little bit of that now. Okay, so I need to withdraw. Actually, let me keep Feraligatr. And then I did catch a Ditto, didn't I? Let's see. Let's see if box 1 has one. Now I don't remember if I did catch one. So definitely not in box 1. How about box 2? Let's see, in box 2 we got a legendary in box 2. That's good. Not in box 2. Let's see, box 3. I have a feeling that we don't have one just yet. Not to. So I need to evolve one of these. Yeah, not there. Change box. I'm in 3, switch to 4. Let's see what we got in 4. Not seeing anything here either. I have a feeling I'll have one, which would be really interesting. So I need to go and find one. So yeah, we don't have one. Okay. So let's get a Jinx for the sleep. So it makes things a bit easier. Where is she at? Oh. Okay. And we now have to look and see where do we have a Ditto in Pokemon Crystal. Alright, so locations in Crystal 34, 35. At all times, it's a 5 or a 4%. I think I'm in Route 34, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so no problem. Okay. Oh, look at that! I swear I did not cheat or anything like that. This is pretty interesting. I didn't even get to put Jinx in the front now. He's gonna transform. Okay. Alright. So that is pretty funny, guys. And it's a 10% encounter rate, so I mean, I thought I was gonna go through at least like 5 or 6 Pokemon before finding one, but well, we take the win. Alright, Ditto, which needed to get caught. It doesn't look like you want to. Oh man. I wanted to catch one in the other game. I remember saying I wanted to do that to produce eggs faster, but I mean, we already are speeding up the game in some cases, so oh, they woke up. Okay, he's asleep now. I'm so high level that I feel like if I do attack, oh man, you know what? There's plenty of these, so might as well use them. I remember like somewhere reading that the odds of catching in oh, so I get the odd egg, which has a chance of. So please take care of Ditto. How do they take care of 2 Pokemon? Oh, you gotta give 1 to each? Huh. Interesting. Alright, so now we go to our pack. Get our bicycle up and running here. Oh, sorry. And then we can do this. Whee! So we got the odd egg. Now we gotta talk to the old man because he has. Imagine if we get a shiny. It's a high chance. I know that the odd egg has a high chance of being shiny. Thank you. I get to keep the bike now. That works. That's friendly. Let me go find out if do we have space for us? Yes, we do. So I don't need Jinx anymore. Yeah. I don't need Jinx anymore, so she could be deposited. World box on my end. Okay. Deposited. Jinx. Okay. So how do I know if they have eggs or not? Look at Ditto. Poor little thing. Hey, for alligator. Let's go. How about this way? That's evil. Put in that NPC there. Like I said it before, whoever came up with those ideas of putting like the NPCs on key little squares where you're obviously gonna be walking through, evil, man. Let's go check on. They called me, right? Is that it? Did I get a phone call from them? No, it's not this game. That was a game where like you get a phone call from the egg people and they let you know, hey, we have your eggs there. Your egg is ready. And there's no way to oh, it must be close to hatching. Let's see. So it could be any of the baby Pokemon, and they have a high chance of being shiny. So maybe we'll see our third shiny of the run. Give me just 1 second. Just want to know what is the, so for example in Flyer Red, you know the egg is ready. Okay, so if there's an egg, the old guy will be standing in the garden next to the door. Also, it takes longer to breed with Ditto. There's 15% chance that Pokemon same species are only 3 if they're different. Check it after 256 steps. Okay. Huh. In Generation 2 only, which is this game, if the defense IVs of 2 Pokemon are the same, the special IVs are either the same or differ by 8. They cannot produce eggs because of how IVs are passed on from parents. This condition suggests the Pokemons are related. So the eggs are generated after steps are taken. So, okay, so now after 1 step is taken, so I gotta take the full amount, right? And then once that X amount of steps is taken, okay. Okay, so he will be outside. There we go. Hey, let's go. We get an egg. Thank you. Okay, maybe not anymore. It was funny that the steps I took just happened to be enough for they to Make the egg. So maybe in Soul Silver is that they call you. Interesting. Okay. So for alligator, so that would be a Totodile, and then we should need one more Totodile. Okay, Rattata. Come on, Odd Egg. You should be ready to open. Let's see. Nope. No chance there. Oh, come on, lady. That's not right. I feel like I'm hitting everything as I go. I'd be a horrible speedrunner. You be hearing the tum 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 when I be bumping into everything. I feel like I could play this game at 4x, and a speedrunner could play at normal speed, and they will beat me. Like, no doubt. No doubt. Here we go. Let's see. I don't know. Is it shiny? I can't tell. I can't even tell because I don't even know. No, it's not shiny. Oh yes, it is. I see the little 3 stars next to the 6. Oh, let's go. 3rd shiny. Welcome to the team. So that will be your number 52. Pokemon number 52. Smoochum. There we go. And it's a shiny one as well. So that, okay. Beautiful. I love it. I love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see it. So we can deposit him now. We don't have an egg, so we're going to go here and change our box. We put it on 1. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to deposit. And then we're going to change our box. And I need 1 more egg, so I could withdraw the people I'm trying to breed. So let's see. I think I caught them pretty late. So let me see if I have anything here that I need to. Arbok, Lanturno, sure. Snorlax, his Electabuzz, we could get him. And yeah, I think that's it. Everybody else is normal. Okay, we change box. And I caught a Magmar somewhere. Let's see, box number 4. So in box number 4, anyone I need to nobody. 6 then. Is there anybody here? Cleffa, right? Cleffa gives me the little one, Cleffa, right? Yes. So we get that, and then nobody else, I believe. Yeah, because, well, yeah, I want to leave some space. I need 1 more egg, then I need a space for alligator, so I could give Electabuzz, and then I get an egg. So we had to deposit. Okay. Yeah. This is good. Alright. I just need them to produce an egg now. So let's see. Let's test this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So it's about 50 steps. So I gotta do this 5 times and then check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna do 6 just in case because I feel like sometimes I don't go all the way to the top. Now we check in here, no egg. So now we do the same thing. Pro bike, we do it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, 8 would do. Nothing. Okay. Maybe it is not 250, maybe it's 500. So let's do 10. 1, 2. So another trick I saw people do is they do the whatever number, 500, and then they say before they go into the house, and then they go in, no egg, they reset, no, and that way you always secure an egg. But if you're trying to hunt for multiple, I think it's gonna take you some good time. Oh, I don't have this. I guess we don't lose anything by doing this. Alright, teleport, bye. Bye, Felicia. So when I was a kid, so I wasn't trying to be sexist of anything. I always wanted to catch my Pokemon and I wanted them to be male. I don't know. Like, for the most part, I always had male dogs as pets. And I don't know, I guess I wanted to catch them now. I don't care, obviously, and you need them in the different sexes for breeding, and you know, some people Pokemon have different appearances and whatnot. So, but it didn't make a difference back then, really, for gameplay. Like if so yeah, I would like be hunting a 5%er or like a 1%er. And then I would get it and I'd be a female, I'd be like, ah, man, I gotta do this again. Sometimes I would catch it, but I wouldn't use it and then I would keep on hunting until I would find the other one. So I always would have like the pair of the ones that obviously showed up. See, like I feel like even if I... And Ditto went up by 10 levels already. That's quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that makes it 10. So that's at least 500 steps. Where are you, buddy? Oh man. How's our egg doing? It's going to hatch soon. Let's go. Because I will welcome another Pokemon to our team. And we're always happy about doing that, right guys? I wish I could go and hunt for Yanma or Dunsparce at 1%ers. While I do this, right? While I try to get the egg. So it's 3%, so I have to do it 30 times to get one. And with that, guys, we welcome Totodile to our team. That's number 53. Let's go. No, we don't do nicknames in the stream. We well, I can't take him back because I don't have an egg. I need one more egg. Wait, what was that Totodile? Now I don't remember in which one I put him. I'm the worst. I'm the worst gamer there is, man. I don't remember in which box I put him. Oh my god, I'm the worst gamer all the time. What? Right here. What's in box 1? The Dolphins are tied with the Bears, babe. 24-24. No? There it is. Oh, he's a male. Come on. We need a female. No, the reason why is because if it's two Totodiles and they're male and female, there's higher chances of getting an egg than with Ditto. But as you can see, that is not the case. So we keep on going, unless I look at the family, Totodile's family, and see who else he can, if it's someone even manageable. But oh, he's outside. Let's go. Thank you. Yes, give me my egg, and then you go inside, and I take Feraligatr back. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. We're gonna go deposit Feraligatr because obviously we don't need him, and we'll put him on our on our main. Okay, and then hey Beth, what are you saying? Do you have anything now? And then you should raise Igglybuff. Thank you very much. Oh my god, is that what Igglybuff looks like? And that's Ditto. So I think the way they did it is if the little icon of the little Pokemon is the same. So Igglybuff is a human-like Pokemon, right? Humanoid. So that's why he looks like a Dr. Mime, but let me see. If I'm about to say something real, if I'm just making up. Yeah. So if the little icon is the same except for Ditto, they are on the same egg group, right? So what I'm seeing here is that let me see, where are you? Okay, so human-like, that's is Abra, like a Sam, Kadabra, Electabuzz, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop, Kadabra. Okay. So if the icons are the same, then that means they are compatible and they're on the same egg group. Okay, interesting. I never looked into that. I always did the breeding with Ditto, so it was easier. But like, so for example, see these, when they get put in there, if their icon matches, they will obviously. So a way to test it would be just to put a bunch of Pokemon, and if they have the same character or shape, then they obviously will be compatible. Abra. Well, Abra would look good in a yellow ball. Okay, guess not. Next time. Ditto? Wait. No, they gave me the egg. I haven't hatched it yet. So that's why I was able to get for Alligator out. Because I thought, oh, am I missing somebody in the tracker for the progress? You know, tracker progress. But, okay, Abra. They're gonna play nice. Okay, no problem. I could go and get Jinx and put Aaron first, but I'd rather have a flyer just in case I need to go do anything. I feel like I'm gonna get lucky at some point. There it is. And with that, I will welcome over to the team. I think Alakazam was still a good Pokemon to have in Gen 2. I mean, it is a good Pokemon overall, and like, he was killer in Gen 1. Like, I remember Pokemon Stadium. There was a character that had a level 20 Alakazam, and it was impossible to beat. If you were battling that trainer, you wanted him to pick the Dratini at level 20, who had Dragon Rage, who would hit you for 40 points when your Pokemon had 45, 47, could barely resist it, could barely survive it. You wanted him to pick that Pokemon, because they always pick, I think they always pick a level 20, and you want that one to be the one he would pick, because it was the easier, like, it was the easier Pokemon to beat. That's how overpowerful was OP was Alakazam. And obviously the machine was cheating by using a, what do you call it, a level 20 when you are only allowed to use level 15 Pokemon. But I mean, that's a different story. Yeah, that game, oh my god, that game was something else completely, man. I remember getting that far out. Sorry. See, Clefairy has a little, like, what is that even called? Fairy shape icon. And then, what does a bird look like? I don't see it. Where the bird's at? Flying, so it's flying. Interesting. No, I was checking to see if this icon here was the same as that, but it's not. Hey, Ditto. Oh, they're showing this with each other. That's good. That means an egg will be produced, I guess. So I have a Totodile and Elekid here, right? So we keep on going. The next would be Cleffa. And then once we do that, we could get the Magmar out. And Magmar will, obviously, will produce Magby. And then we already have some Smoochum. Well, we need an additional Togepi. And then we need Pikachu. So quite a few. And then Magmar. Oh, wow. Interesting. Because what you could do is like Well, when I get the odd egg in silver, I gotta get this far in silver, so I would get another. Yeah, but I can't guarantee it. I mean, it might be shiny, but I can't guarantee it to be. It could be another Smoochum again, and then obviously it's gonna suck. But and then I would also get another. What would you call it? I get another Togepi there. So maybe I don't breed Togepi. Maybe I should go on. So for silver, guys, I placed on silver off the screen. I had my analog pocket and I was watching TV, so I put it in there and I started making some progress with it. I think I already passed the first gem and getting to the area where I could capture my reap. So that's obviously a win because we're gonna. But I need to get as far as I need to get to Lake Rage, yes, because that's where I could fish. That's where I could fish for Remoraid and Auxiliary, and then Girafarag is somewhere in there as well. Or yeah, so officer, could you like move out of the way so I could like see if the guy comes out of the because and then obviously, well, in this one I get to catch the 2 legendaries and I get to catch Celebi, so I'm not worried about that. I don't need anything else, and then I will restart a random game of gold. Alright, what is this? Totodile? Yeah, welcome to Totodile. Sorry, but we don't do nicknames in this stream. We don't get attached. Okay, I'm in box 6, so I could deposit Totodile and change box because 6 is full, right? So we're gonna switch to 1 is full, 2 is full, 3 is full, 4 is full, 5 is full, 6 is full, 7 is my main Pokemon, 8. So we switch to 8. No, actually, it's a 4 and 5. I want to switch to 5 because I'm looking for Magmar. It's not in this one. That was 6. That was 5. Let me switch to 6. I need Magmar. It's not even there. Igglybuff. Take Igglybuff. Okay. Pikachu. Yeah. Look at those 2. Because as soon as Cleffa produces an egg, as soon as she produces an egg, I get to take her out and put like Pikachu in. Yeah. So going back to silver. So I started playing silver. I'm a little bit ahead, so you guys won't see the beginning. I don't think there's a lot of content there. All I did was pretty much take Cyndaquil all the way through, caught some Pokemon just to have. But yeah, I could show me getting to Golden Rose City and catching the Pokemon that are not available in this game, right? And then will be to bring Cyndaquil over, or take the Ditto here and breed Cyndaquil in the other game. Well, and then that would have different training IDs. So when I bring him over here, that would be boosted, so it would be easier to train. the beast to train and evolve. I think that's what I want to do with anything I gotta bring over. Although Chikorita is a different story. Chikorita, all I'm gonna do is, so what I could do with Chikorita is start gold, get Chikorita, play enough where I can trade, and then trade with Silver. So she would be a different OT training than Silver. Breed in Silver with the Ditto from Crystal. And then that way, different OTs all around. So that should help, I think. I believe that should help. Is it different OTs that help? Or different regions? Or is it both things? I gotta confirm, but that is the idea. And then they will hatch in Silver. And then I bring them over here. So now those two hatches are gonna be different trainer IDs. So they will get boosted experience. So getting Bayleaf and Meganium will be easy. Getting, Quilava and Tylosion will be easier because they're boosted. And then who else I could do that with? Mareep is another one that I think I'm just gonna catch 3 and bring them all over with a different trainer ID. I think that way I just train, the 2 boosted, take them to the Elite 4, EXP share, and then it should be a breeze. I think that might be the easiest way. And then, while I bring them all over, I start preparing the Pokemons I need items, right? So they get the evolution, so I go straight and back. And I think that will do it. That will cover the 50 Pokemons that we need to cover, because from what I'm seeing is, if we go in order again like we usually do, going through the tracker, and I know we may have seen the tracker already multiple times, but it is a catch 'em all after all. Gotta make sure we don't miss any of them. So Chikorita, I said it, we catch 1 in gold, play enough until we can trade with Silver, hatch 2 more in Silver. There we go. So Elekid, welcome to the team as number 54. Good job. Nope. We got no. Pokemon. Let me see your stats. Good job. Cool. So I don't have any eggs now. So all I'm walking for is for you to produce an egg. I'm worried that maybe. So you guys show interest with each other. Come on, man. Who is in the same egg group? Oh, but wait. So my Igglybuff stats is a female. It's a female. And Cleffa is obviously a female. Because they are in the same egg group, but they're all females, so for the most part, I believe. Because what is Pikachu? What egg group is he on? This Pikachu. He is in that egg group. So maybe it might be faster to put a Pikachu in there, and he's with Clefairy, with Jigglypuff. Okay, If my Pikachu's male, I'm gonna put him in there. And my Pikachu is a female. Oh, come on, Pikachu, you had to be a female. I mean, nothing wrong with being a female, but in this current situation, we need of your assistance.
2014. They had the ball with 5 seconds to go, fumble, and then they're on a time.
Thinking. Let me see, what do I have here that is a male and it's a fairy like? I guess I have a male Meryl. Let's see, where are my Meryls? Probably like in 4. I need to like make a list of what I have in what boxes. Here we go. Alright, so we have a male. Oh, let's do this. So lady, give me back Ditto. Thank you. And here, take this. Take my marrow. Alright, so now, there you go. Well, why do you have a different little thing? It shows that you're on the same egg group. I don't like this, guys. Fairy. Arrow. Fairy. Okay. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's... Maybe this is a 100 IQ because I could... Oh, let's switch that. Because then all I have to do is switch the females around. Switch the females around and I could produce an egg of every single one of them. I hope this is right. It shows in the same group, so I'm gonna believe it. I mean, they all look the same, right? Mero is the water Pikachu. Let me go here. I mean, 4, so one of these is missing a Pokemon. And deposit, I don't need it. Thank you. So Jigglypuff will give me 1, Pikachu will give me 1, and Ditto is another one I can deposit. No, I keep him around just in case. What else would Ditto be needed for? We'll see. I do need Eevee. Where's Eevee at? It's probably one of the land Pokemon, whatever they're called. Field, right? Field Pokemon. Yes. So I could read that with like anything. And when I mean anything, I don't mean it in a bad way. Alright, well, let's see. Come on, man. Come on, guys. I need you to like get into action, please. I don't know, you guys show interest in each other, so that means they're compatible. Abra. Oh man. Alright, let's go back to what we're doing. 1, 2. We're gonna count them as we go. When we do 10, we check. What we're gonna do. Once we do 10, we check. Alright. Yes. Alright, let's see here, nothing. Alright, this is not a very entertaining stream, I guess, guys, because of obviously the nature of having to hatch some eggs. But it is a mechanic of the game, and it is something that unfortunately it's necessary because I don't. The only way, but you still hatch in one egg, is you get the egg, you hatch it, you trade it away. Somehow you have a safe state or something that you can go back to and get the egg again, hatch it, and then just get a different Pokemons like that, so you don't have to go through the breeding process. But I feel like resetting, hoping that you get the right one, right? Like you get unlucky and you get the same one over and over and over. I mean, but no, I like this. This is more natural. This is something you would have done on when you were playing this, 20 years ago, whenever this game came out. I remember I used to take the city bus for like 3 hours, and I used to hatch eggs in those 3 hours. I would put my music on, my headphones, and I would have just my hand on the joystick, moving back and forth until I got some eggs. Back then I was trying to get into competitive like Pokemon and like IV train and EV train and IV breed, and like trying to make some good ones. Mostly it was in Emerald. Gen 2 I played it when I was a bit younger. But Emerald, yeah, I remember I went to GameStop. I remember we drove to North Carolina, and that was like from Florida, from Miami to North Carolina. That was like a 14-hour drive. And I remember I was like, man, what am I gonna do 14 hours in the car until we get there? And I remember what I did was I stopped at GameStop and I said, okay, let me go to GameStop so I could buy, and I bought Pokemon Emerald. I was like, I want Pokemon Emerald, so I have something to do in the 14 hours. And that's what I would do. I would breed until I have a 6 IB Pokemon, and then EV train them, right? Until they were ready. And then I would make my quote unquote competitive Pokemon like that. I never really went to any tournaments or anything like that to battle, but I used to have them. They were like my trophies, like, okay, this is the effort. And like I said, one of the things that always attracted me to this game was the numbers and the IBs and EVs and like the percentages and like creating those perfect Pokemon. I was never really a shiny hunter. I was never really into shiny hunting. I didn't think shiny hunting, obviously the odds were like crazy, and like the whole numbers thing always was like, okay, this is pretty cool, right? But I never got into it, and I feel like now as things have progressed, like Nintendo or Game Freak has made it easier to shiny hunt, so it kind of has taken away from the aura, like before you pulled out a shiny Mewtwo and it was like, wow, like dude, that's like insane, obviously you could RNG manipulate it and all that, but before having a shiny meant like you spent hours. Now you could still do it now. I'm not taking a job with the people. Like you could still do it now. You could still go hours. Like as days, months, years. I saw the Reversal was hunting that Feebas, and it took him years, and it was in a modern game, right? But I see these videos now where like, oh, we catch the entire generation in a day or something like that, like shiny hunt. When I look at like the bot, 40 Cakes, shout out to him. I go look him up in YouTube. He's got a bot and he's playing the game where he has a bot playing and doing the Professor Oak challenge on Emerald. A shiny Professor Oak challenge. What that means is before every gym, he's got to catch every Pokemon available, right? And evolve it. So not just, it's like a living dex up to each gym. But he's doing shiny at full odds. I think the bot has been up for like over 700 days now. And I don't know how far he's in, but he's now nowhere near the end of the game. So imagine that, 200 days playing the game non-stop, full odds, you know, catching these Pokemon. And now you have people that do these shiny hunts in a matter of days. Alright, good. Got an egg. That's Cleffa. Give me Clefairy back. So, and then you take Igglybuff. So I could go here and deposit. What box am I on? 4. Why do you let me deposit if the box is full? Alright, change box. Deposit you. Maybe. Oh. Alright, so I put Ditto on 6. I gotta remember that Ditto is on 6. Okay, move on. So I got Pikachu. The reason why I keep on Pikachu because I'm gonna obviously put him in after. And then this is the Cleffa egg, and then we get the Igglybuff egg, and then we get the Pichu egg. So good. I'm Arrow. Hey, look, you have the same icon. Hey. So you guys like each other. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, I wish I could do a 24-hour Professor Oak or 24-hour shiny hunt and stuff like that. Even in like Pokemon Go, like you play Community Day, and if you play it like intense, like really invested, and you play the full 3 hours, you're coming out of there for 25, 30 shinies. Like the odds are crazy. It's like 1 in 25 or something like that. So if you catch, I don't know, 3 hours, let's say a Pokemon a minute, that's 180, right? So at least based on the odds alone, you should have 8 shiny. And I'm sure you're gonna catch more than 1 an hour, right? More than 1 a minute. Or like if you put, you don't even have to play. You could put like the Go Plus or whatever, the little automated thing. So, I mean, I play Pokemon Go. I have a lot of shinies, even like legendary shinies that I think it would have taken weeks for me to get resetting, right? But yeah, it's, I mean, there's different ways to go about it. But going back to the original topic of conversation, I never got into shiny hunting. I think my first shiny ever, I think as a kid, my first shiny ever, I resetted that Game Boy because I was worried that my Game Boy had glitched. That's probably my first experience with a shiny, which is pretty funny. My second shiny ever was a Ghastly. I remember. This is without taking into account the shiny that show up in like the Gyarados, right? I think my second was a Ghastly that I caught on. It was either gold, silver, or crystal. A blue Ghastly. And then my other shiny, I remember I had a shiny Geodude that I caught in also this game. Hey Cleffa, welcome to the team as number 55. Where are you, Cleffa? There we go. Beautiful. Geodude was another one that I caught, and I remember You know, like when you start the game, you go north, and there's like a little like walkthrough. It's also I did it on silver or crystal, on crystal. It was also on crystal. You go up at the beginning of the game. And it's a level. It was a level 2 Geodude, and I caught it in like a patch of grass, and that was that. And then I don't remember what Pokemon it was. It could have been a Graveler. I think it was a Graveler that I caught. Well, I saw a shiny, and it exploded, and I didn't get to catch it. And I didn't want to use my Master Ball. I remember I was like debating, oh man, should I use my Master Ball, should I not? And I didn't. I didn't use it. So that was pretty sad. Other than that, wait, let me check something, don't I? I haven't seen the roaming beast. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to find them. And like I said, and then every other shiny that I have, most of them are from playing I don't have a lot. Well, now I have the egg here. And maybe when I hatched the odd egg before, I had a shiny. I just didn't know what shinies were. So I can't really remember. Obviously, when the red Gyarados, I was like, okay, now in Pokemon Go, I do have a lot of shiny, and I will try to get every community day, try to get the live index of the Pokemon in shiny, and it was always easy to do. But I guess I'd be open to do some shiny hunting. Maybe try to do shiny hunting. I know that Let's Go Pikachu is a good one. Maybe a fun one, and you get to actually see them in like open world. So that could be maybe one that I do. And then that also gives me a reason to play Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. Because technically Gen 1 I have them all. In Gen 1, this will make me have them all. I did miss, okay, so there's one that I don't know how I'm gonna get. There was a distribution for some legendary Pokemon in later gens that I did not, that they've been, I think they've gone through Home, Pokemon Home, or like, that I did not, or maybe it was like the big like raids that you do on like Sword and Shield that maybe now they're closed. So I don't know how people do those raids anymore. And like I said, I'm gonna have to start joining some raid groups where people go on like battle. And I think I want to start making a team or something that I could use to work on, to participate in those, and as a competitive Pokemon that I could use to catch stuff, you know. Like I know later on people use like anything that has false sweep, so you can, like Elekid is a good one, right, that people use. Migo being one that people like to use also because I think it picks up any move. So if I could get full sweep and then hypnosis and maybe Thunder Wave and maybe Mean Look or something like that, where it prevents people from fleeing. I remember for a game I breeded a hunter, or a hunter it was, with Mean Look, Hypnosis, just to catch the legendary beasts, like the roaming legendary dogs, right? So I remember I did it, he leveled him up until he was faster than them. So by being faster, they could he could catch him. He could do Mean Look, and then they wouldn't be able to leave. Another one that I remember was, well, and then later I learned about abilities, and when abilities became a thing, obviously you wanted to put a Pokemon that prevents people, Pokemon from leaving, like the Sand Trap or thing Sand Trap the ability. So that made things a lot easier, and that's what I say. Like they're going and made the game. They try they sorry, I stopped because I was reading the message. I'm hoping that they call me. I might not even have the phone number, right? Which would be funny, but I'm hoping they call me to tell me Yanma is showing up or Dunsparce. But we'll get to those. Those are probably maybe the last two we catch. Maybe Celebi will be the last one, just to do something similar to what we did in Gen 1 with Mio. But yeah, I just find it funny how Nintendo has been trying to make the games easier. And I understand. I mean, I give it props because I've been watching YouTube and I see some what is this username? There's a YouTuber, and his thing is he goes back and uses manipulation RNG to see how long it takes to make the world champion teams, like competitive teams, right? Because some of those competitive teams, and he goes in the different generations, right? Obviously, competitive Pokemon, like you have to have perfect Pokemon, perfect abilities, perfect, like it's so specific, such a like thing that they have, like, I don't know, that it's hard work. So now I know you like bottle caps, and you could like fix the moves and fix a lot of the stuff that before you wouldn't be able to. So the time you would spend to get a team together was crazy, unless you hacked. But then people would get in trouble for hacking. People would have, the wrong Pokeball, the Pokemon. It would be an illegal Pokemon. There's still like some people who are literally did hack and got away with it. So I'm all for it, making it easier, especially things like that. Another thing I would have liked is multiple. I think they might have fixed it now. They may have fixed it now with like the TMs are unlimited, so you could teach them. You can teach them multiple times, but before you only have one off or two offs, right? So if you had a team that needed them, you needed to either breed the Pokemon, and then you need to breed the Pokemon, then you need to have the right IVs and all this, so take time. Or play multiple playthroughs, so you could have the TMs, and then like you have one Earthquake's TM. An Earthquake is one of the best moves in the game. Like multiple Pokemons have it for coverage, right? So now you had to make a decision on how to manage that, and so props for making the game easier. And I guess when you do that and make a game easier, you also are making some other features easier, like the shiny hunt. So, and who knows, maybe if I ever need to do a shiny hunt, I won't be complaining in the future for it being a little bit easier. And it is a good reward to, like, after you catch them all, get the shiny charm in some of the games, some of the mid-generation games, and to each their own. And I think people like different things about the games. People are saying that the Pokemon games are getting worse and worse, and there's nothing there. But they're still selling, and people still buy them, and people still stream. I'm streaming because of those, right? So it's definitely. Oh, there we go. Thank you. So this is Igglybuff. So the next one, and I think it might be the last one, is Pikachu. At least the last one he's gonna take from me. Pikachu look like a Pikachu? Okay. Do you like Marrow? Oh, good. Alright. So we have got Cleffa. This is going to be an Igglybuff. Alright. Pikachu. And then the next one is, the next group will be Eevee. To get another Eevee. Man, that's somebody I should have bred before doing all this, because I could put him in the front in my slot, walked all these many steps. He would have gained a lot of happiness for being in the party. And then we're good though. Not worried. Hey, come on. Beep, beep. So what I haven't thought of is, once I get, obviously we have a long time to go. I mean, there's still a long time for me to even get to Sword and Shield and like Scarlet and Violet, right? Which are the, and Arceus, which are the Switch games. But I already, so I'll also have Brilliant, Diamond and Pearl, Shining, you know, the remakes. I have them on the Switch. So do we want to play those in the Switch? Because technically the Pokemon will be from the original area, which is my goal. My goal is to catch every Pokemon in their original area or location, right? Because if not, the catch-em-all would have gone a whole different direction. Now, do I want to play those in the DS and then have to go through the household, bringing them through the generations and bringing them through bank? They would have the symbol of coming from the original game, so that would be sweet. And Gen 4 has Platinum, which is one of my favorite games ever. Like Platinum, Emerald, those Crystal, this remakes, man, it was so good, you know. So I'm thinking about doing it on the DS. Play Pearl and, well, play Platinum, and then whatever I need to do in Pearl and Diamond. I have to look at the list of the exclusives, obviously. And then my issue for Gen 4 is I won't have Gen 2 Pokemon, because I'm bringing up obviously all Gen 1 from or Gen 1 play, and I will have Gen 3 from when I play Gen 3, obviously. Oh look, interesting. The Igglybuff is now. Excuse me. So I'm trying to see. That means I will probably have to play Soul Silver and Gold and catch everything in them. So I could bring those Gen 2 from those games into Platinum, Gen 3 and Gen 1 from Fire Red, Green Leaf, Emerald, and when I complete Emerald. And then, yeah. So, well, we'll see when we get there, guys. Right now, what am I waiting for here? Pichu, right? So I could go ahead and pause it. Like, change box. Need to go to box 8. Let's deposit everything by Chroma. No. Oh wait. So we had 2 Pokemons that we need to welcome to our team, and that. So no, it's just one. Sorry. So Igglybuff, welcome to the team. That's number 56. So we're getting one step closer. So actually, somebody that I could go ahead and get is Magmar. So where are you, Magmar? I know I caught you not so long ago. We try. Let's see 3. I promise next time, guys, I'm gonna before maybe the stream or something. There you go. Oh no, I was gonna say, doesn't Chansey have a baby form? But that's later gens, right? Alright, so Magma will give us Magby. And then we get a Tyrode from the cave that I have to go get.
I do.
Togepi, we're gonna bring the other one from, so maybe I can mark it here as coming from Silver. There we go. So he comes from Silver. And Pichu I'm working on. Magme will be first. Coconut I have to evolve and train. So the other one will be Espeon and getting a Eevee. Maybe I do that right now. Change box. Espeon is on 7. And then I'm gonna withdraw Espeon. Espeon has to breed with somebody else. Let me see. So anybody who's a field Pokemon. Let me see if there's anybody on this box. A field Pokemon. Nobody in this list is a field Pokemon. Great. And it's my Espeon and male. Yes. So, all right. Let's see. Tauros should be a field Pokemon. Yes, but it's a male. Great. Snowball is male. Okay, I need females. Let's see. Miltank. Is Miltank a field Pokemon? You should be a field Pokemon. Yes. Alright. So here we go. So next I'm gonna put Miltank and Espeon to get an No, it's gonna come out female. It's the female is the one that produces the baby. The species is from the female, so sorry guys. Miltank, whoa. I will get a baby Miltank, so Espeon has to go with Ditto, who I save in box 6. Yeah, I don't have another option. That's what happened with Feraligatr. That's what happened with Feraligatr because I only have the male of the reason why it's working, and Pikachu won't work either because Mero is a male. So, oh no, my Pikachu happens to be female, so he's already in. Yeah, Magma might not work because Magma is a male, so he was never gonna have a baby with. So they're gonna have to have babies with Ditto. Okay, there you go. So that worked out. That worked out. That worked out for that. So yeah, getting that Ditto is gonna work out because then I could just put him in and have the male Pokemons kind of figure it out. I'm checking some text messages. Let's see. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. What?
here we go. We're back here again. So we recently got the egg, so now I gotta trigger again. And also one of the Pocket Sketch and stuff on the Pocket Gear with like all the apps on the like Gen 4 is pretty cool because you keep track of your steps, right? So what I'm doing here, I'm counting. It'd be easier to kind of like keep track. I mean, Gen 4 has been optimized to the basic code, so they don't feel like there are games like this where you can tell 20 years have gone through, right? The visuals are nicer. That's why I kind of want to play them. You know? And a set of games that I never played that I could play to get Gen 2 Pokemon is playing the Coliseum games. So my only concern with the Coliseum game is that I have to play them complete, beat them 100% twice, pretty much. Because one is you gotta play Coliseum, catch everything. Once you have everything, then you gotta beat, I think, a tower or some trainer or whatever. Like, you gotta beat the tower 100 times, then beat a trainer, so you could get Ho-Ho at the end, I believe. And then there is Coliseum XD, which is the way to get Lugia. And it's similar thing, similar concept. You gotta beat the whole game to get the last Pokemon, and then you have Gen 2. And then obviously the mechanics are different. I never played like an RPG Pokemon game, and it'd be kind of cool to play it since I've never done it in the past, and it could be part of this challenge. So that could be a way. So it's either I play Coliseum to get Gen 2 Pokemon there as part of the Gen 3 Pokédex, and then I bring them up to Gen 4 through, is it the park or is it the yeah, I think it's a park feature, or I should play the remakes of these games again and we'll progress through the same story again, which I don't know if that's, we'll see. I think Coliseum will be cool. Coliseum will be cool because I never played it before. Again, my hands on a game might be expensive, but I think a buddy of mine might have it. He's into retro gaming and has like a whole collection, so I might be able to get the game on the Switch on his GameCube. Does the Wii have backwards compatibility on it? Because if it does, I might be able to just use my Wii. Oh, we'll see how we set that up. Let's go. Pichu, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll take back Pikachu. And I take back Mero. I have no room for it, of course. So I'm depositing Pikachu. Then I'm taking Mero. And you, lady, can have Ditto. Thank you. And you, sir, can have Like Espion? I'll leave it there. Yeah, Coliseum will be fun. What I gotta look at is the second one with the Lugia game, Calor of Darkness, whatever, Summon Darkness. That game, is it the same gameplay as Coliseum? You do the exact same story, but like only a few things changes, or is it a whole different game? Like in the same universe, but maybe like different characters and stuff. I gotta look. I gotta see what that looks like, but I think it will be fun. It will be different. It'd be nice to see how like the GameCube connected to like the what do you call it? To the Game Boy Advance and all that. So I find that pretty cool. I know there's some crazy stuff with like the distribution discs and like they're super expensive and like I don't know how we're gonna figure that one out. But we'll see. I mean, let me see what just what out of curiosity. I remember seeing John Stone doing a video on how much some of these are. So a distribution disc for Celebi. So they have service. They call it $20 to give me one. But okay, so this is the distribution event. That's okay. I don't need that. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. So right now, $10 is bidding. No, $10 is best off first. So this person has a disc. So what he asks is for you to send the save file, and then he will. Yeah, I don't know. Here it is. So the CD is $100, $150. Okay. And then they have a bidding going right now for the GameCube game and the import for $200. Not too bad. And Jirachi. Okay. So how is not Jirachi distribution disc? Well, I wouldn't need a Celebi. Well, I want to complete that, yes. So the disc, $750. That's it. No, that has to be somebody doing it for you. Yeah, then okay, $81 for that's just the insert. Oh, I want the CD. Yeah. Oh my god, here it is. So if I want to buy Coliseum with Jirachi, with Celebi, with everything in it, it's gonna cost me $950. Alright. We'll find out how we can do that in a legal way. Yeah, the CD by itself is $240, and here $295, $299. So okay, couple $100. We'll see how that's gonna work out. Yeah, we might play Coliseum, but maybe figure out other ways to. I know that there are distributions. There have been distributions, and We'll see. Because those Pokemons we're gonna have to catch. I know like the preservation groups of Pokemon have the wonder cards and stuff like that you can insert to your games. And it's quote unquote a legal way to get the event Pokemon now that obviously you missed them because you don't have a time machine. Alright, Pichu, welcome to the team as number 57. Pretty good. Cool. Cool. No. So all we're waiting for is for an Eevee egg. Please and thank you. We appreciate it. You just like help us out, help a brother out. I gotta figure out how I'm going to record my DS. I don't have a capture card on my DS, so how am I gonna record me transferring the Virtual Console Pokemon to Pokemon Home? That's gonna be, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Maybe I pull out my GoPro and set up a tripod, and then you guys could see. So from what I understand is Poke Transporter, is it? Or is it Poke Bank? That takes the first box in your game and you could grab it all and bring it up all the way to home. So let's see how I'm gonna do that. How I'm gonna record it. Because not only, so if it takes box one at a time, right? Then I gotta do box one and go to the game, move everything from box two into box one, and then do the whole process again, right? So it's 20 Pokemon, so I could move 5 at a time, so change boxes in between, be painful. And all to have the little icon. So I don't know if that's worthy of a stream or not, but it's part of the process, guys. So like I said, this is for me to see my challenge and how long it's gonna take me, and you know, part of the struggles to get it. So we're looking at 100 Pokemon being moved that way, right? To the Virtual Console. Do Gen 2, so the Kanto Pokemon caught in Gen 2. Oh, let's go. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now can I have SP back? Thank you. And you could have this guy, Magby. Thank you. Oh, okay. Good here. Hey, look at Magby. He looks like Electabuzz. Hey, buddies. What do Kanto Pokemon say in their entries and home when you bring in from Gen 2? I want to know, do Pokemon from Red, Blue, and Yellow have the same symbol? And do they, what am I looking for? Like, if I catch a Gen 1 Pokemon in Kanto here in Gen 2, does it say from Kanto, from far away, from... look, I gotta do some research, guys, and see if it's worth it to do Gen 1 here as well. Because technically speaking, some of Gen 2 Pokemon that I'm catching them in Kanto. So technically they're not from the original region. They're not from Johto, they're from Kanto. Like, let's see. stats, right? So, well, it doesn't have where it was found because I guess these games they didn't care about too much. But I think when you transfer them, the information goes with them, and then they're able to tell. But well, I mean, we'll see once we get into home. Now, also the question is, would it be better to bring him up? Well, I can't bring him into home, can I? Can I bring him into home without playing the later games? Or do I have to wait until I'm done with all gens to start bringing stuff into home? Maybe what I do is I play until Gen 4, or maybe complete the DS games, finish like DS, and then once I have to jump to 3DS, that's where I can start like bringing stuff upward, in a sense where, you know, get the Gen 3 Pokemon to Gen 4, get the Gen 4 Pokemon to Gen 5, get the Gen 5 Pokemon to Gen 6. And then, so that way as I'm bringing them up, I'm completing the Pokédex in every game as I'm moving up. And that way I can then, when I get to a generation that connects to Pokemon Bank, I could just bring them to home. And obviously in the Switch games, I don't even have to worry about that, but also something I'm scared of is I haven't played the later games. Like I never played the Alola, I don't have a lot of knowledge on Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7, alright, X, Y, even Pokemon White. I honestly think Platinum was the last game that I was like, okay, I know every Pokemon here, I know the types, I know who is who's good. I remember some of the locations and things you had to do, but after that, it's all gonna be new territory for us, guys. So excited to get there. We do have a Pokemon in our party, so these tips are not going to waste. And then I'm hoping that, there you go. Thank you, sir. Is that the last one? So I could get back Magmar. Yeah, we could leave Ditto here to have fun. So this would be Eevee and Magby. Good, beautiful. Love to see it. So I will put us at 59. So that's 8 Pokemons today in about a couple hours. Not bad. Not too bad. And takes care of the breeding, except maybe the Chikoritas and the Cyndaquils. But I feel like those are quick Pokemon to breed. And if I plan it with some, well, we gotta see the females first. If not, they're gonna be with Ditto. But hopefully having a different trainer ID will help in that process. And then I gotta train some, so maybe we have a training session, a training video. And yeah, continue to play some silver. So we have a few things ahead of us to complete this generation. So, looking good, guys, looking good, I'm excited. Sad to, you know, we gotta do the trades. I'll make sure I have all the items. So we might have to have a item hunt thing. I think the Sunstone we're good. We might need another King's Rock. King's Rock, right? Because we need one for Slowpoke going to Slow King. And I think we need one for Politoed. So that's 2. I know there is a way to get another one through using Thief by taking one from one of the Pokemon in one of the trainer battles or re-battles, like rematches. So we have that if we need to get the other one, or you could just find a Pokemon that has it. So we'll see what we end up doing there. Let's see where we are. There's more time. Well, yeah, just going, getting some steps. I wonder if it's even worth it getting some steps while trying to hunt a 1% encounter right here. Or don't matter. Yeah. The thing is, I gotta kill all these guys, so. No, it's too. What would you call it? Too bothersome. Talking about bothersome. Yeah. I've been trying to help this milk tank, and I don't have berries. Man, is that a berry here? Give me a. Oh. Yeah, so now I'm just working randomly, guys, trying to get as many steps as I can, following some of those white roads, see where it takes me, you know. And this is where Buddha is supposed to be. And go here, and it takes me back to the national park. Oh, yeah. Remember what I said in one of my last streams? sometimes we just walk in random places because we might find a random Pokemon that we randomly don't have. You know, so why not? What do we have to do? We already have you. Thank you. Hey, how did I get to that? Oh, that's like a broken one. Yes, and you. There you go. Thank you. Are you trading? Look, talking about not having. Do I still have Confused Ray? There you go. Ah, never misses. Works 60% of the time, all the time. There you go. Oh, so I'm not too far from Goldenrod City, huh? Because I'm talking about silver. Sorry, guys. Because I got to the city where I have to do the forest challenge, right? Where they give you a cut. So after you do the forest, you're in Goldenrod City, and then I come up this way. Oh, there you go. And then it has open. Evie, welcome to the team. So actually, what's today? Today is Friday, all day, right? We can go to haircut, guys. The less expensive, yes. It's okay. Yeah, there you go. We look happier. That's all we care. All right. So. Notice I'm not getting a bunch of steps. Shoot. The sad part is, unfortunately, we don't get to cross off yet a Pokemon on a tracker because obviously Umbreon is gonna take some happiness levels. But man, I guess if it's a lessons learned, get your Eevee first because you're gonna be walking thousands of steps, right? Trying to get the eggs, and then it will be already be getting you're maximizing your happiness, right? Then I know that you're supposed to give it like cargos and all those expensive vitamins, and then it will also grow happy. And then yeah, just walk with it on your party, and then we know we sweep the Elite Four, so maybe we gotta bring them there. Nah, because he might level up during the day, and then that might screw us. Oh, there we go. So that is an addition to our tracker. Summer 58, Magby, welcome to the team. So does that complete all of our breeding? So no, we do have to bring the Togepi, but we bring it over from the other game. We do have the other Friendship Evolution, which is the Blissey. I'm trying to see what else we have here, guys. Krampus level up, Onyx is stray, Steelix is stray, Macargo is level up, Pilot's Wine is level up, Porygon is I need monies. Or Seadra. Do I have a Seadra? That's what I have to. Do we have Seadra that we can evolve to Kindra? Yeah, no. We've seen one. Alright, so we could catch one. We could catch one, so I'm not too worried about it. Is it like a fishing? Let's see. Just curious. Let's see what we Krabby, we already have one. Ooh, Ursula. Already have one. Krabby. I feel like these are good kills. I didn't even check the percentages, guys. Maybe I'm fishing in the wrong place. Which is probably... Oh, well, look. Let's go. Let me go look really quick. So, yeah. World Islands. Super Rod. Inside the islands. And those are somewhere in there, right? Alright. I think this is where I'm gonna stop for today. I appreciate you guys joining, watching the video. We made some progress, 58 out of 100, 58%. We're getting closer. I feel like what we have left is just planning, moving things around, training, trading. So I think the next one would be maybe getting some play in silver and getting ahead a little. So again, thank you, and until the next one.